the closing doors, please.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Wheels Museum on this beautiful November day. We're so fortunate this morning that Ryan Saavedra came in, and it's a great honor to have him with us, really. I consider him the Michelangelo of America. He's an unbelievable artist. I was trained as an art teacher myself, but I can tell you that no way could I ever begin to emulate the magnificent work that he has done at the Wheels Museum. If you come to the Wheels Museum, you will see a mural that's over 100 feet long and created by him to display the history of Albuquerque and transportation. We had a podcast with him when he first started the project, and now the project is complete. There's no way to thank you enough for the work that you've done for us and for the city. And I'm hoping now that you'll tell us the story of the work and how this came about.
We can start by how it came about. I was in a corner by losing my son. So that put me in another. You mentioned Michelangelo. I kind of consider myself like a Van Gogh.
Okay.
He tragically cut his ear off.
Yeah.
Lived with that pain.
Yeah.
And still painted these paintings. Mingled with people, even though he was in pain.
Yeah.
I feel that same way, except I didn't lose my ear. I lost my son. That's
so sorry.
That's a pain that I gotta live with.
Yeah.
Walk amongst these people and leave that in the back of my mind and go on forth with life. I've brought other families in that have lost their loved ones. As recently as a month ago, they buried their loved one. They've come out to the mural. I've been teaching them about the process, about the mural, and then also including not anything about the violence, anything about depression. This is an uplifting history lesson about Albuquerque, about its first businesses, our first cars that came through, our monument structures, our train, the environment, trying to capture that feeling of the colossalness of these trains. I mean, they're so big and they move so fast, and they've carried so much, not only for our environment, but changing from agriculture into our steam locomotive and fossil fuel burning. That was a big change, I guess, for our times.
Yes.
Some of these structures consist of like our first courthouse, Bernal Courthouse, the Chemo Theater. We got the Byron rental company in there, Sal's Tailor Shop. A lot of people were wearing placheras and overalls and farming clothes before Sal's came in and brought in the tie. And then we have the Camel Rock structure in there that's up north, going up towards our San Juan, which has our chamisa dancer, and that dancer brings healing rites down here for our mural and blesses our mural and divides the mural from our evilness that happens into the goodness. That's what brings our color harmony to our mural and our good fortune and good luck to whatever ponders here at the Wheels Museum.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't know how you made the decisions, because we talked before you did it, and it's so incredible what you have come up with and all the different details and the different stories. But I'm curious, how did you decide what would be the salient features? And was there anything that you had to leave out just for space and time and everything? I'm just curious. You've done so much that's so perfect for the mural. Yeah. Was there anything you thought, I wish I could do this, but couldn't have space for that?
That was a good question.
Good.
So the decision of what I go through and what ponders through my mind is something that's going to captivate somebody's liking, what's going to draw them, that visual communication to look at that mural, dissipating from the detail, contrast, bringing that together, and deciding what's going to go on there, not fulfilling it and clustering it up too much, but leaving it open for other things to go in there, so that way it leaves the mind pondering, hey, he could have added this or he could have added that. That way it adds on to, I wish I could have did that. It's not that. I will paint something else that's going to include to continue that history. So that way if the mural does continue, I can continue that history lesson in that mural theme throughout. So that way it's never ending, because New Mexico history, you can never put enough in New Mexico or Albuquerque's history in just one mural in 1,200 square feet. It needs to be longer. It needs to be displayed around the whole building if you want to capture all of Albuquerque's
That's a
history.
wonderful answer.
So,
People always ask me, when is Wheels Museum going to be finished? And I say never.
yeah.
And that's exactly what you're saying. And it's our great hope, of course, that the entire wall will be covered. And I like your idea about going all the way around the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the,
We're on 2nd Street, where thousands of people come every day.
Mhm.
And I know you're getting constant compliments, and we are too. And
Oh yes.
it's a
Oh, yeah.
great thrill for us to
It's
have
a
this.
great hit. I mean,
It's a great hit.
Yeah, people are loving it. They're absorbing it, and a lot of great compliments. The neighborhood itself, Morelos, they're just loving it.
Yeah.
All the whole community
It's wonderful.
has been coming over, thanking me. Not only thanking me, but bringing me plates of food. I've been tasting Morelos food, homemade food. That's the best.
That's
They
great.
bring
That's
me
so great.
tamales
Oh,
and
that's so
huevos
lucky.
rancheros,
Oh,
and
wow.
fresh beans.
Really?
Yeah,
They're bringing
it's
it? Oh, that's so
it's some
adorable.
good people
Oh,
here.
that's so wonderful. That's
It's
so
like that's
yeah.
why I'm trying to drag it on as much as I can, as long as farthest as I can. The contract is.
You're hungry.
I'm already missing
You're
the
hungry.
food.
That's so cute. I think New Mexico is really promulgated on art. Don't you feel? It's we have so much art and so much culture, and what you've done has exemplified the highest level of that work. I just cannot tell you how much. I think this is, for many generations, is going to be the highlight of Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And saving our history here, that made our city. You have contributed in such an enormous way to this. It's impossible to
I've
thank
always
you
had
enough.
this sense of how we're to change through art.
Yes. Yes.
This fulfillment. I don't know what it is, but my son is blessing me, and he's telling me, he's looking down on me, and he's like, Dad, you have this gift, and I want to push this through you, this energy that you can, if you can change someone, a sibling that lost their loved one, to do art and to love art, to get out of the depression, to absorb that energy,
Yeah.
to change. If I can conquer that, then I have done my job. If I've saved one person, or at least motivated them to do art,
Yes. Yeah.
I accomplished something
And make
good.
progress in life. We get people in here too who tell us that we've saved their lives, and that's a huge compliment, of course, because
Yeah.
we're all in this community together to help each other,
Yes.
and that's our hope. And that's what
Yes.
we're working. That's what we're living to do, to help the children, inspire them, and that's what you're doing.
I want to live in somewhere that's beautiful. I like when people come from out of state and they're like, "Dang, this is so beautiful."
Yeah.
It's so beautiful out here. Where
That's
you
right.
give suggestions to them and you tell them, "Have you been here? Have you ate there?" And they're like, "Oh, that's a beautiful place. Yeah, we went there." That's.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that information. We'll sure go for it. And the first thing they do, they hit the internet, and they're looking for that address to go over there.
I noticed when you came into my office this morning, you were looking at a museum magazine that I got. I came yesterday in the mail, and it talks about how to make a successful museum in there.
Yeah.
And it talks about kindness to others,
Mhm.
greeting the people, just exactly what we're talking about. And that's what we're famous for, and that's what you're famous for. And that's what people want. They want that feeling of relationship, and
Yeah, and
Yeah.
feeling closer.
closer.
And it helps them when they're driving. I know when I go visit out of state and other little towns, and when the hosts are they genuine, good to you, and you feel that, that's what I want to give to the people that come out and visit over here at
That's
Albuquerque.
right. That's exactly right.
When they leave Albuquerque, they have knowledge of our history.
Yeah. My family had a business here for 90 years, and my father used to teach me. He said, it's not what they buy in the store they're going to remember, the salesperson. And that's what we believe that too. That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's what I want to give to the people that come and visit Albuquerque.
All I can say is let's continue together forever.
I hope so. I mean,
hope
the
so.
Wheels Museum and La Mission Company are in design. We're here to motivate and inspire people to come back again.
That's right. And to move here, almost every day people tell me they want to move to Albuquerque.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
get
want
that
to,
every day.
but you hear the same thing. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The food, the people, the art, everything. We're going to put lights
culture.
up on the mural so people will see it day and night.
Yeah, and the best time to come and probably see it, I mean, for my view is when the sun is hitting it on that side, so that way you get that reflection move. Because I put a lot of reflection, a lot of pearls, and so that way the painting is constantly moving while you're moving through it.
Wow.
So it's a unique piece.
Yeah, that sure is.
So
That is fabulous.
it displays my style of art, so that way it doesn't capture no other type of artist. It brings to the table my unique art style. So
And I'm
that's what trying to
hoping,
bring.
you mentioned this morning that you're doing advertising. I'm hoping we can advertise it, market this internationally, because this is worthy of international.
Of course,
marketing.
yeah. You've had people. I talked with people from Australia,
Yeah.
Canada, Paris, and then when you talk to these people, it's a conversation. I don't know French, but my phone does, and it translates.
how good,
everything
how
so
good.
much. I got a good hand on the Aussie talk, but the Canadians, yeah. A lot of A.
That's right. We want people to come here from all over the world to
Yes.
appreciate what we are.
They love it.
They love it.
They
They
love
love
this culture.
I just want to thank you again. There's no way to
Of
thank
course,
you
and,
enough for your work,
Friends to the
talent,
end,
your
like you
kindness,
said,
your help.
Any time of the day, you need my help.
You
I'm
just
here,
stay
you know?
here. You just stay right here. Thank
Thank you, guys.
so very, very much.